Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. I'm getting started a little bit late today, so I'm going to just rush through the intro. In fact, I'm not going to do an intro. I am just going to say I have got four, this counted as one thing, 4 random art supplies off my spreadsheet using a random.org. I'll go over them as I use them. I think that'll cut out a little bit of time, and who knows, maybe this will be a better way to do things anyway, because I won't be spending so much time talking and I'll just be doing. What I've been doing is using this reference pose book and just doing one pose. This is the one that we did last week, so the pose I'm going to do this time is this one. Oh cool, a soccer pose. Strike Force it's called. So let me get some clips and clip this open and put one here and flip it down, and then put the other one over here, trying not to cover up the pose or the notes. There. So I'll set that aside for now, because the first thing I'm going to do is test these supplies on this sketchbook. I'm pretty sure this will be a good match for the supplies that I have. Oh, here's one that I did before. Yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 different sketchbooks depending on that have these Lucky Dip drawings in them, and it just all depends on what the items are, because if I get watercolor, I'm not going to do it on this kind of paper, you know, so it all depends on what random stuff I get. That determines the paper, and therefore the sketchbook. Okay, so let's see, make sure this is lined up nice so everybody can see what I'm doing. It looks good. I'll just set these up here, put my little sticky note in my book. There, that's nice. Okay, I've got my All Might hoodie on today. Yeah, I love this hoodie. It's so good. I just got it. I want no spoilers, but the anime has just been so good, and I don't know. All Might has been my favorite from the beginning, and yeah, I'm feeling really good about All Might. I love All Might. Okay, let's test the items I got. So here's one of the 4 items that I got. It's the Faber-Castell 9000 Jumbo Pencil. This one's HB, so that's right in the middle of hard and bold. And since it's jumbo, as you can see, it covers a lot really fast. Really nice. Let's see how dark it can go if I really put the pressure on. And it's very smooth coverage too, without even... Some pencils you get smooth coverage, but you gotta work at it a little bit, but this one is just like instantly, whoo, just comes off so smooth. Okay, so I'll write what this is. Faber-Castell. Is it Jumbo 9000 or 9000? It's 9000 Jumbo. HB. So that's one thing I've got to work with. I'm so lucky. I always get like a pencil type thing, and it just feeds into my normal drawing style, so it's really easy to work with. Okay, so here's another thing I got. Another Faber-Castell item. This is the Echo Pigment Pen. I think it's called Echo because it is made with recycled plastic. It doesn't say on here, but I'm pretty sure that's what's special about this, is that the body is made with recycled plastic. But it's a 0.07 millimeter size, and I'm not sure if it says the color, but it's like this blue color. So it's just like a fine liner pen. It's basically one size of line you get for the most part. So. And this is a nice blue too. Blue's not my favorite, but certain blues are really good, even though I don't like blue. It's because I like color, so I like rainbow. I like all colors, but some colors I like more. And some colors I like less. This is a good blue. Here's another thing I got. I use this a lot, not just for lucky dip things. I like this pen, or I'm pretty sure this is one that I like. I think I got rid of the ones that would always skip and splatter little bits of ink everywhere. This is the Hutchins Black Magic ink pen. The description I had in my spreadsheet was India ink pump marker. This is 2mm chisel is what it says it's supposed to be. That's not what this is though. Well, whatever. This is what I'm using. This might not be exactly the item, but I didn't see anything like this that was different from this. So this is what I'm using. It's got a chisel. It's not, or not a chisel. This has a bullet tip. So I think this isn't exactly the same item, but whatever. Close enough. It's Hutchins still. Hutchins Black Magic. It just doesn't say. It doesn't say. It just says Black Magic. It doesn't say like marker or anything. So that's what I'll write. And then finally, this counts as one item because I got these all in the same Art Snacks box together. At least I'm 99% sure I got this in an Art Snacks box. In any case, whatever I got it from, these all came together. And so they count as one item. They are the Tombow ABT double-ended marker. So it's got a brush side. And they're so good. I've used these a lot too. I've used them for Inktober before. And then it has a bullet side too. So you can get a wide variety of marks out of the same marker. I use these for Inktober. Now I'm starting to think maybe they actually came with the Inktober box one time from Art Snacks. Oh, XE, hello! I got started late, so I wasn't sure if you'd be able to make it. Yay! I'm happy to see you. How are you? How's it been going today? Let's see, I'll use the red one to write with this, Tombow ABT. Okay, so this is all stuff that I'm super used to using. No surprises here. In fact, I think I've used all of these for something before. It's not sometimes I get items where the only thing I've used it for is just to test how it works. But I'm pretty sure I've used all of these in previous applications. Exie says, I'm alright, thank you. How are you? Oh, I'm good to hear that you're good. You're good a lot these days, and I'm always pleased to see that. How am I? I'm pretty good. I'm a little scatterbrained today. Like, I just can't get focused on stuff, and that's part of the reason why I'm so distractible. That's why I got started late. So like, I don't want to stop what I'm doing, and then I was 15 minutes late. Oh, I really like the color of your sweatshirt. Oh, thank you. It's my All Might. It's my I can't really. It's like a hoodie, and it's All Might. It's like a cosplay hoodie. I just got it this week. Treated myself because I'm such an All Might fanatic. So, and the anime's been going really good recently. So, I'm really happy about it. I love My Hero Academia. That's my favorite show. I can't believe. Well, I don't want to give any spoilers to anyone, so I'm not going to say anything other than that. Other than just I'm like super happy about it. Super happy about the anime. I always am though. Okay, so I'm trying to get back on track with my timeline here. I didn't read the tips for this one, but I'm just going to get a really basic sketch of the body first, and then I'll take a break for a second to because I'm running late and I don't want to miss my Animal Crossing time. So I really got to be on time so that I don't miss my Animal Crossing hour. I really love I really love playing Animal Crossing every day. It's been so long. Something I saw was like a voice actor panel or something, Japanese voice actors, and they're like, I don't think a day goes by when I don't play video games. I'm like, dang it. I never play video games anymore. So, yeah, that's why I'm like, yes, let's be on time. Because there's plenty of stuff to do after the live stream is over, like upload it to YouTube and take a picture and share it on Twitter and all that stuff, so. And clean up, you know, put all the stuff away and be ready for tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a break for a second. I've been in rush mode since I started. So, let's breathe. In fact, I shall take a sip of my Mountain Dew Zero Spark. That's what we've got to drink right now. It's almost gone though. I've been drinking it for a little while. Okay, so pose number 21. There's hardly any left in this book. There's only like 24. It's really, I keep eyeing my collection of pose books are over there. They're like reference image books. And every day I'm like, should I do the kimono book, or should I do the sword book, or should I do the relaxing book? There's so many fun books. But I don't need to worry about that right now. Because there's still, this one, 3 more. So that's like at least a month of drawing. Okay, here we go. It says, about this pose. Oh, it's called Strike Force. So it's strike as in strike the ball. Obviously. About this pose, agile and unbeatable. Oh, wow. Unbeatable. Leftward motion. For, I guess from the character's point of view. Yeah, because this is left. Okay. Arms move to and fro. Okay. Pushes off left foot. Yeah, the foot has even left the ground by now, so it's like pushed off the left foot. Inner right strikes the ball. Yes. And it's even got the foot angled so that it's not kicking it with the toe. It's guiding it with the inside. I played soccer when I was younger, so I have a little bit of experience with this. Okay, it says, with the left arm held in front of the body, the upper arm should be drawn longer than the forearm. Yes, it makes sense because that's this perspective. So it looks longer than this because it's coming towards the viewer. That's what's happening here. Then it says the right arm is swinging behind the character, so the forearm can be drawn a bit longer than the upper arm. So yeah, that's the opposite thing is happening here. So this is going back more like this, and that's why this looks longer. Then it says the right leg should be longer below the knee than above it. So again, this is another perspective thing. Same thing is happening in all of these limbs. Okay, on this side it says, wrinkles on the clothes collect along the right hip as the torso pulls the fabric. Yep, makes sense. Yeah, this looks really good. The way the wrinkles are drawn here look really realistic and believable. So I shall definitely do my best to imitate this. And then the final note says, the ball is kicked from the side of the foot, and when the sole of the shoe is somewhat visible, a sense of dynamism is created. Gotcha. Because that's like so many things are happening, so many angles. Like the foot is not only not facing front, it's facing side, but it's also facing up. Okay, got it. Let's see. I'm going to keep an eye on the clock. We've got about half an hour. Yes. So, I already got this in here a little bit. I got to keep this, I feel like the torso is a bit short. So I'm going to, okay. I've got this overall. Overall sketchiness is here. So now I'm just going to start adding more specific body parts. And I like how they've got this hand kind of loose. The fingers aren't like or something. because it shows that the character is in control. It's just this is just from my experience as an amateur runner. That's my sport these days. When you're clutching your hands like this while you're running, it means you're on your last legs. Like, you are just doing everything you can. But when you're running like this and your hands are just nice and loose, then it means you still got plenty of gas in the tank. So you're not struggling. And that's what they said about this. Unbeatable. If this character was struggling, he wouldn't be unbeatable. So I like these hands. That's what I'm getting at. I like the way they have drawn these hands. Okay. And this thumb coming out like this. Okay, let me see. Okay, the thumb goes about, I can never remember, but the thumb goes about to the first section of the index finger. I always want it to be here on this knuckle, and then I draw it and I'm like, oops, that's way too short, and then I have to redrawing it. So yeah, it should be almost to here. It's in flow, yes. Yes. This guy has everything under control. I don't know if you hear any grunting right now, but my little dog Chappie seems to be having a dream. She's making her little piggy grunt sounds. Oh, she seemed to have stopped. I love this jumbo pencil. I have not used it that much. You can tell because... Let's see if my camera will focus. No? Okay, press the button. Because it's still got these factory sharpening lines on the core, but it's still keeping, like, you can also see where I've used it, where it's been worn down, but it's still keeping such a sharp point, so I'm able to both use it to make really fine small lines and also to, like, fill in an area. Yeah, this is a nice pencil. I like it. Okay, so yeah, this arm is looking really good. Maybe I'll bring this knuckle a little bit higher. And then this part of the hand. There we go. Okay. Alright, and then the torso. So it's like the way it's turning, the chest is actually in front of the arm on this side. And then we've got the abdomen is sort of bent at the middle, and then here's the hips coming out and becoming the thigh, and then here's the knee, and this is where that perspective is happening, where it looks relatively short. And then we've got the knee coming down, and then this part is interesting because it's twisting. So the thigh is coming out this way, but the foot's going out the other way, so the twist is happening slowly but steadily down this part of the leg. Okay. And then here they've got the ankle marked. And the foot and the heel, and that's good, I think. Okay. Now, so let's see. Here's where the other leg is coming down as well. And so actually, here's the knee for the other leg. You can see it a little bit still. And then this, what is the front part of the bottom part of the leg called? The shin. the shin, and then the calf muscle. And then here's that ankle, and the heel comes down from there. And comes inside. Okay, and then the toes kind of come to a point here. There, that's good enough. Good enough. It's a little awkward looking, but it's just gonna have to do. Okay, and then this side of the torso is just kind of straight. It's almost a completely straight line right here. And because of the way it's turning on this side, so here the shoulder is behind the pectoral muscle, but here the shoulder is in front because it's twisting like this. Ooh, but I don't have an eraser. I just have to redraw it. It's a little high. The shoulder is a little high, so I'm going to bring it down. I realize it looks like he's scrunching up, and that's the same thing as if the hands were in fists. Scrunching up the shoulders is another thing that's like showing that you're running out of steam. Okay, and then the forearm. Alright, that's pretty good. I think the proportions are off a little bit, but I'm not trying to make it perfect. I want to hurry. It can just be one of those things where I learned from it to do better next time. Okay. And then the hand is just sort of coming out. There's not too much indication of knuckles or anything on this drawing. Okay, now the head. So I'm going to raise it up a little bit, I think. And then, so let's see. It's facing this way, but it's also sort of tilted this way, so it needs to be that. And then the shape, so it's got this square chin. And the ears sticking out. And this one doesn't stick out quite as much because of the way the face is tilted. Alright, it goes up like this, and then it's tilted down a little bit so it goes up higher. Yeah, maybe I'll make the chin even lower down actually. There, okay. And you can see the neck. And the trapezius muscle, I think it's called. Trapezius. It's like real close to the ears because of the way the head is supposed to be down. I don't know, I'm not really getting that coming across here in my drawing, but I know what's supposed to be happening even if I'm not making it happen. Okay. I want this to come up a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to put the outfit on and like the facial features and stuff. Oh, thank you. XXXI says it's looking pretty on point to me. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it because I'm like just seeing all these things where oh, nope, that's not how they did it. That's not how they did it. It's hard to not see what I didn't do rather than see what I did do. Okay, so this soccer kit has an interesting collar. Comes down around like this, and then it's got like a little triangle right here. And it curves around the neck. And then we've got, it's just sort of floating on top of the body instead of conforming to the body, which makes sense because if you're running, there's probably air. Like when you have that kind of, what am I trying to say? With that kind of material and cut and the way the soccer kit is, it's the air can come in and sort of fill it up as you're moving around. So it makes sense to me. The way they've got this just sort of floating on his shoulders. And then the sleeves are nice and loose too. So they're billowing around the arms. Okay, and the uniform design has got dark sleeves with 2 stripes on the shoulders. And then this one, so this forearm will be covering part of the sleeve. Okay, and then here's that other shoulder. And it's also got just these 2 stripes. Okay, so the sleeves are done. Build in some wrinkles here, and then the fabric's being pulled by the turn of the body like it says. And it's also, alright, you can't see this. It's also flying up here. So I want to capture that. Yeah, nice, nice. Okay, and then over here, not too many wrinkles, just a little bit where, at the bottom where the shirt ends. And then there's just like a little bit here. And maybe like these are coming across a little more. Okay, good. And this guy's number 10, which is the number of my favorite player. Wow! She's a midfielder. Jess Fishlock. She was supposed to be playing today for Wales, or she was called up today, and my husband sent me the game on a BBC website, and then she wasn't playing for some reason. Nobody knows why. What the heck? I was like, yay, I'm going to get to watch her play. Even though the season is out, the soccer season has not started in the US yet. I mean, I'm sure they're doing some, like, various little games or something, but our main professional season is not in yet. So yeah, anyway, just noticed this guy has got number 10 on. Okay. Shirt. He is clothed in a shirt. Now let's add the shorts. So this has got some wrinkles where the thigh is coming across the body, and then it's kind of squared off on the back of the hips here. And then the opening has a wrinkle in it too. And then you can see how it's curving around the thigh, and then also, right, you guys can't see this. It's also flying, sort of flying away from the body, just like right here. And I feel like, I still remember when I first realized that when I was learning how to draw stuff. And I was like, oh, and then when I drew that, I'm like, wow, it looks so much better. It's the kind of thing that when I first started drawing, I did not notice. And I would always just draw the clothes like, all the clothes that I drew on characters were all form-fitting. Like, they were all super tight. And then I realized that drawing things baggy actually makes it look more realistic. Showing where the clothes come away from the body. It's like even on a shirt like this is pretty tight, but if you look in, there's still like a little bit of space right there. And yeah, so I still remember how amazing it was to realize that that was a thing I could draw. So yeah, whenever I see that on a reference image, I try to imitate it as well. Okay, shorts are on. He's got his shorts and his socks. Can't really see where the sock ends on this leg. So let's just go straight to the shoe. So they've got the laces flying back, which makes total sense. So laces are flying back. And then the shoe looks pretty basic. Yep. So it's really easy to draw. That's really nice. And then, so they've got that little, whatever it is that holds your laces in. And then it goes over once, twice, once more, and there's the straight. Okay, and then it's got like the Adidas style. Well, it's just got two, but those little stripes on the side. Those sporty stripes. Okay, there's that shoe. You can't see the cleats or anything on it because of the angle. I think I'm going to bring a foot down. It looks a little thin. There, that's better. Okay, then this sock curves up around the lower leg. And it's like, clothes are so great because they can help you show the roundness of things that otherwise you can't show with just a line drawing. Okay, now, here's the ball. I don't know, this is kind of big. Whatever. He's got a really big ball. Really big soccer ball. But I needed the ball there so I could see what part of the shoe I don't need to draw. Alright, so how are these cleats going? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2 up above, 2 more in the middle, and then there's 4 on the heel, and I'm not seeing them all because of how big I drew the ball. Okay. Now, the bottom of the sole, and then you can see the sort of side part where the sole goes, there's the bottom and then it goes up the side of the shoe. And then you can see the body of the shoe a little bit. The laces are again flying off in the same direction. And then you can just see a little bit of indication of like the tongue of the shoe and that stuff. Yay, good. Okay, last thing, his face. His face and hair. It's got this nice, typical shonen manga look. Super easy. Actually, almost looks like he should be in Gintama. Like, he looks kind of like the Hijikata character from the Shinsengumi in Gintama, to me, for some reason. He's got a really cool, collected look. Like, he knows what he's doing, he's serious about it, but he's also emotionally relaxed and just like focused. And then they've got him with a little bit of an open mouth, like showing that he's breathing. Okay, I'm gonna move his chin over a little bit. Okay, that's better. And then just sort of short hair. No special style. Makes sense because it's just flying around from running anyway. And it covers the ear a little bit too. Okay, nice. I am done with this pencil for now. Let's do, it's hard to decide, but I think I will use this blue to make all these lines more, to do like the final lines. Because I could also use the ABT markers, but I'll use this pen. Okay, and they've got little indications of its kneecap showing through the skin. Let's see. I'm getting a little bit lost. I think I got it. I think I got it. They've got this special design on it, on the ball, because they always have the special ball for whatever tournament, and they just use that ball, and then you could get like a signed version later or something. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing because I'm not copying it exactly, but this is probably good enough. Whatever. It looks like a thing. Okay. Okay. And, oh yeah, it's number 10. What else? Oh, this arm. Okay, and then just his face. And it's nice to have this pen because the pencil lines I did kind of made his face look a little too short. Yay! Okay, done with that pen. Now I'm going to use this black magic marker. And I gotta remember to check if I even have this India ink pump marker anymore, because I didn't see it, and I don't think it's the same thing as this. Oh, whoops, I dropped my marker cap. As a European, I can safely say it's good enough. Ah, thank you. I imagine that was in response to my weird soccer ball. Okay. Yep. Let's see, where did my cap go? Oh, here it is. I knocked the cap off of here when I looked over. Let's see. Oh, an or a? Let's see. As a European. Yeah, I think it was A. I think you had it right the first time. It is hard, though, because it starts with an E. It starts with an E and a U, so those are both vowels, but U... Huh. And European. Nah, it would be a European. Yeah. It would be a European. I don't know. Well, I think it's in writing, at least. It's A. I think you had it right the first time. I think the same question comes up for me with historic, because in British English and American English, it's different. Like, this is a historic time, is I think American English, but British English is like, this is an historic time, because the H kind of gets lost. So it's still confusing sometimes. Wait, I'm going to do this way so that it helps make it look like it's flying away. Okay, so I'm basically just imitating the color pattern I see on the example. So I'm going to do black sleeves and black stripes using this ink marker. And I'm trying to leave a little bit of room so that there's still like some indication of the wrinkles by leaving some white paper. Or at least leaving the blue line uncovered, even if I don't quite leave that much white paper. Okay, and what else? So the shading inside the shirt is totally black, and the same thing for this part. Anything else? Oh, his hair. Okay, so I'll try to leave a little bit of shiny, because I don't have any white pen this time, so the only way to have highlights on the hair is to leave the paper white. Dang, I gotta, like, push that. I gotta do the pump because the ink wasn't coming out. Whoa, it's coming out really fast now. Wow, a single pump is enough to make it go crazy. Whoa, this is too much. Wow. Okay, well, it's just flowing like crazy. I just pumped it once. Now it's very hard to leave the highlights, like I was saying. Well, that'll have to be good enough. It's a lot rougher than I was expecting, but it just started flowing like crazy. Yeah, I feel like ahistoric sounds right. Or, yeah. Ahistoric, ahistoric. And I feel like when it came to academic things that I read, like in college, it's still, even if the author is American, it's still an historic. So I guess it just depends on the context. Okay, so my favorite color combo is red and black, so I'm going to make this part of his jersey red. Using this red brush marker. I'm going to do the same thing as I tried to do with the black and leave a little bit to just show, like, make it look like it's shiny a little bit. Some highlights just by leaving the white paper. Oh, I didn't mean to, but I colored on his 10. That's okay. I'll just color on top of that too when I'm ready, because I wanted to color it in a color. I don't know what color yet. Probably green. That'll combine with the red and become dark, but not as dark as the black, I think. And then what? His shoes will be red too. And it's so nice. With the brush tip, I can color a little smaller for the shoes. Good. Yellow, yellow, what am I saying? I was looking at the yellow one. Red is done. Yes, so I'm going to try doing the green. Oh, it didn't combine as much as I thought. Surprising. Well, that's good enough, though. I'll do green on here, too. Because I do like some of those tournament balls have, like, really cool color combos on them. Just like the ball has its own fashion or something. Like, you can't just use a regular ball. You have to have a cool ball for your tournament. Oops, I got a little blop of ink. Oh, yep. It came off of me. It's probably when this was like going crazy, so coming out so fast. And I got some on my hand. Well, it comes off easy. Yay, all clean. Notes on here forever. What else? So I'm going to, oh wait, should I? Ooh, I still haven't used this idea. I am going to do shading with this yellow one. So the yellow is not something being colored in, it's just something being shaded. And then I think I'll use the pencil on top too to really drive that idea home. And I'm using the, this has got some nice examples where it's shaded. It's like this leg is more shaded than this front one. So I'm using that as a guide. But also I'll just do a little bit on my own. Oh, and let's do some on here too. Oh, and bet this will be... Okay, now I've used all the colors and I'm just going to go over with the... Wow, it doesn't seem to draw as smoothly on the marker than on the... compared to the plain paper. Oh, thank you. It's looking amazing. Yay! Since I'm rushing, that's really nice to hear. Like, I just want to get done in time, so I'm not worrying too much about the result. But sometimes, I learned in my art classes that sometimes actually that's for the best if you don't worry about the end result and you actually do better. when you're just focusing on the technique. Because you get so caught up in trying to make it perfect that it's you thwart yourself. And that still happens a lot with, like, when I'm in the middle of a piece and I'm like, oh man, this looks terrible. I'm gonna have to do the whole thing over or something. But then I just keep working on it and it's fine. I don't have to do it over. I like they've got some like little flecks of stuff flying around here, like dirt from the pitch is being kicked up. There, boom. Think that's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to move these or they're gonna roll off the desk when I hold this up for the final look. So let's see. Oh, yay, my camera focused on its own. So here is the final Lucky Dip 31 with the Strike Force pose. I really like how the black and red, I love black and red, that's my favorite. And I got all three colors in there. The green is just barely in there, it's mostly on the ball, but still. Yeah, this was fun, and I like the blue lines, they look really cool. Let me see if I can... I feel like they look really cool with the black and the red, the blue lines showing through. Yay! Okay, camera, are you going to refocus down here? No? Okay. Press a button. There we go. Perfect. Oh, you found another one of those funny... What's this one? Wingo. Wingo 9 Boba. Is that what it said? Boba? It does. Perfect. Thank you. I'm not sure. That's very high praise. I'm not sure, but yeah, it makes me happy to read that. Thank you very much. Also, thank you for joining me. It's so much more fun. I know I tell you this like every time, but it's so much more fun when I have you to chat with. Even though I was in a rush today, so my brain was like, woo. But anyway, well, this is it for, what is this? Lucky Dip. Lucky Dip for this week, but I'll be back on Friday. Hopefully, XE, if you're available, I would love to chat with you again on Friday. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching.